It's a cruel world out there, people. You are going to find out the hard way if
Every
you
man.
just go into things with eyes closed.
Oh, but on top of all that crazy stupidity, just getting the thing built is, I mean, you got, it's one thing when it's 500 grand, right? And you put out
Mhm.
like 25 grand and that's your risk or whatever the number is, 50 grand. It's another thing to buy something in Forest Hill that's like, 1400 square feet, 2000 bucks a foot,
That's a
and
thousand
not,
square feet.
but not
Yeah.
be planning on moving into it.
Not have the money lined up in your back pocket. Yeah.
Right.
You should there is categories. But again, people thought, well, I'm going to take a bigger risk. I'm going to take, a better location. Like they thought, well, that's going to be my insulation,
The
right?
location.
And that's going to be something that's going to protect me. And you know what?
Yeah.
There isn't a way to protect yourself. This is a cruel world. I had my car stolen
Oh my God. How are we?
recently,
There's a
right?
segue and a
And we'll
half.
and we'll get into that story, but it's a cruel world out there, people.
People,
You are
it's like
gonna you are gonna find out the hard way if
every
you
man.
just go into things with eyes closed, like you got to be really, really, really cautious out there.
Yeah, you got to
Protect
be
your money,
careful.
protect your vehicle, protect your wealth, protect your reputation, protect your family.
Think
This is
ahead
what
a
it
little,
is.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
plan ahead.
there's a lot of people out there who are out to get you.
There's a lot of people, but I mean, look at all the stupidity out there to get, right? And so this
Yeah.
is the thing.
And
It's like,
realtors in these type of situations, right, are a big part of the situation. Is you got somebody who
oh my
trusts you.
God, yeah.
What was the situation I heard this week? It was the guy bought one unit and then he said, "Oh, you've already made this much money on your unit because their builder's selling it for this much money now. So let's go buy two more units." So then he went and bought two more units. Now they're all coming up to close and he can't close on any of them. The first one he actually did pretty good. He can almost close on that one right now. It was like,
Pretty good.
you could find a way to close on this one.
Almost.
It might be worth close to what he paid. Maybe he's
Oh,
a little bit underwater.
yeah.
But like the other ones that he bought, like just bankrupted him, like just bankrupted him. So I'm actually giving people the advice right now. Actually, no, I'm not giving people the
Not
advice
financial
right now.
advice.
I'm not giving them
No.
what they could do, which would be just to sell all their assets and hide and then just let the builders sue them afterwards so that they can't go bankrupt.
Go
I
to
don't give that
Vietnam.
advice. That would
Yeah.
be completely irresponsible. But there will be people who might have to do that where
Yeah.
they're that Daryl, that's the level of catastrophe here. We're not talking about somebody's gonna lose, like I had people lose a line of credit, lose this, lose that, lose some inheritance money, all that kind of stuff. We're talking about bankruptcies. This
Yeah.
is what we're talking about. We're talking about somebody flat out has no more net worth, zero net worth.
So, but
Assets, liabilities. Assets, liabilities. Like
liabilities.
that's what it is. You're in
Yeah.
trouble.
You're in big trouble. But
You're in
again, it's
trouble.
like, what was the thought process? Okay, first of all, there's not too many people that want to live in Forest Hill in only 1,000 square feet for that kind of bread. You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of it, it's like, how easy did you think it was gonna be to flip? So what was it? $2 million unit, right?
Purchase price
At
2 million.
at
Now they're
any
trying
point in
to.
time. And so if you
Yeah.
bought it for 2 million, you thought you're gonna flip it for 2.4 or something, 2.2, right?
Yeah.
Like you thinking you're making some kind of a spread on that
I
gamble,
don't know
right?
what spreadsheets you were looking at, but I got a client who called me this week because they had bought something years ago, pre-construction, and they had asked me, um, what's the status of it because they're outside of the country, right? So they're like, what's
Oh
going on? I
no.
gave them I gave them
What's the
Urban
status?
Toronto. I gave them Urban Toronto website just to follow the progress because they're always it's like the Reddit, right? So it's like people are just taking pictures of the site. They're just like,
Yeah,
somebody forgot their hammer there today. I wonder whose hammer that is.
yeah,
Hey, I think it's the guy who fixes the crane. The guy like it's just so like in detail of every single thing going on the job site because people love to report stuff like that. So I said,
yeah.
look, I can't give you enough information. Just check out it's at university in Dundas. I said, just check out Urban Toronto for all that kind of info. And he's like, well, what's going to happen? Like they said, it's going to be. I said, pray that that
But
thing
it
is
takes
not
forever.
built for another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what they paid per square foot. Wasn't involved, but it was probably high teens. Okay, so
Yeah.
probably 1,600, maybe something like that per square foot at a good location. I'm sure at one point someone would have tried to flip something like that for 2,000. But like, let's be honest here. When that thing's built, it's not worth any more than they paid. They're lucky if it's even worth what they paid. And that was like 2016, 2017 they bought.
And you're saying that even if they wait a couple years, like that's like gaining some back. I mean, there's probably a lot of people in the comments section are watching this thing thinking we're crazy that in a couple of years from now it's going to be even worse than it is right now.
Well, a bottom line is right now it's, not good. So I guess you're just kind of taking a chance, right?
More not good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you looking for the best merch store on the planet? Well, we got the shit for you. Coming in at low prices where we barely make any money off of whatsoever, you can get the greatest real estate merchandise on this platform. Just look at this very flamboyant man putting on this great stuff. He looks great, he's dancing great, and boy does he look sexy in that merchandise. I tell you, buy this for anybody, you buy this for yourself. You will be not only repping the greatest Canadian real estate podcast in this world, but you will also be looking hella good doing it.